First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Well, this is caught by Williams. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Mike's 54. 66. Pull it. Out.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. It's Williams on the catch. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Pittsburgh.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On third down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
That's their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. The Chargers out to an early lead over the Chiefs. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Y'all playing the wrong football. And 58 is a mic.
They'll try and run with their fullback.
Got you, boy.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
At the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, Lobo. Mike, 58, right there. Okay, double up.
On 2nd down, Williams. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Here we go, here we go. Delta. 54,
From the gun, Jackson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Incomplete. Results in a fourth down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Three 0 after one on EA Sports. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one...
And he's into the clear. 30. A big play there from McCaffrey. 65 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who caught. It up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. I'm coming.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Giants on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Ready. Mike 54. Zoom.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Check 99.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen, did not let him get downfield.
Set. 10. Check 59. Exit.
From the 16, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 1, 3. Switch.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. but I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. They begin the drive with Williams. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Echo.
Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a giant first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 38. Rosa's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Check 3. Check down. Hey, 31!
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check 24, check 24. Wide, get wide.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Check. Fresno.
Watson on 3rd down. He gets it to Thomas. Touchdown, Carolina! Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. You got 31. You got tight right there. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 25.
Now it's Watson. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Jumper. 64. Wait. Go. Motion. On the ball.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Put it to him, Jack. Put it to him. Let it go.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Jackson on first down. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Mark 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Got his man. It's Williams. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 10 yards. Good for a Giant first down.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Checked off. He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. It's complete to Williams. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking for the tying score here, down 15-8 as they have it 1st and 10. Watson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
First down.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check safety. Switch.
McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Right there. 54, right there.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards, good for a giant 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. Going for Met, and that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Rosas now to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm, You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On first down, this is McCaffrey. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression? Yards in a cloud of dust. In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's McCaffrey. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
We own them. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Hey, watch it. Watch it.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All day, dog.
And now a carry here for their fullback. Room here to run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big-time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Williams. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Johnson's got it complete. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. But it's going to be second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Out of the gun, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Watson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. First and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw. Deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Giants, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Robin, she wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not saving, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause